Oshkosh M1070. The Oshkosh M1070 is a U.S. Army tank transporter tractor unit. In current service in A0, AON, and M1300 configurations, the M1070 is coupled to a DRS Technologies M911 semi-trailer. The primary purpose of this combination for the U.S. Army is the transport of the Mon Abrams tank. The M1300, covered in a separate subsection, is a U.S. Army Europe-specific derivative designed to be road legal within Europe and operates with a different trailer. The M1070 is also used to transport, deploy, and evacuate armored personnel carriers, self-propelled artillery, armored bulldozers, and other heavy vehicles and equipment of all types. This combination replaced the earlier Oshkosh M911 tractor unit and M747 semi-trailer. Export sales of A0 and AON variants have been made, and derivatives of the M1070 have been produced or are available, these including the M1070F and the Global HET. History. To meet a U.S. Army requirement for the transport of the Mon Abrams main battle tank MBT, Oshkosh Truck Corporation, now Oshkosh Defense, proposed the M1070. A contract for 1044 M1070 was placed, with production commencing in July 1992. The contract included an option for 522 additional units. The final U.S. Army contract for the original A0 version called for 195 vehicles. These were delivered between March 2001 and March 2003. U.S. Army deliveries of A0 versions totaled 2488. In total, and including export orders, just under 2,900 M1070 A0 were manufactured by Oshkosh. Following an initial 2 separate contracts awarded in 2004, Oshkosh Truck overhauled service-worn M1070s. Reset to original build standard and with 0 miles/0 hours and a full 1-year warranty, cost to the U.S. Department of Defense per vehicle was about 75% of that of new build vehicles. In total, 1009 A0 HET were reset and returned to service. The M1070 AON model was developed in the mid-1990s in conjunction with the U.S. Army as a possible technology insertion program (TIP) for the M1070. Evaluation took place and a report was submitted. No orders were placed. In March 2008, Oshkosh Defense the award of a single-source contract valued at more than $11 million for Phase 1 from the U.S. Army to begin engineering and initial production of the next generation of HET. Phase II involved production verification testing, and Oshkosh announced in July 2009 that it had received a $9.4 million contract modification to begin durability and performance testing of the HET AON at Yuma Proving Ground. Oshkosh announced in October 2010 its first delivery order for the M1070 AON HET. This delivery order was valued at over $440 million and called for more than 1,000 vehicles, with the first vehicles rolling out in December 2010. M1070 AON fielding commenced in 2011. Production concluded in August 2014, with new vehicle production totaling 1,591. While it was believed the U.S. Army would have liked to continue HET AON production through fiscal year 2017, no awards were made, and in July 2016 the U.S. Army announced that it wished to use FA16 funds to start an engineering study into an HET that would replace the current M1070 AON and M911 semi-trailer. In March 2017 it was announced that Oshkosh had been awarded a $15,080,369 foreign military sales Jordan and Oman contract for M1070 AON heavy equipment transporters with associated testing, spare parts, and training. Estimated completion date for the award is December 31, 2018. Solicitation W56 HCV17 R21 released in February 2017, and with responses due by 3 April 2017 will result in a firm fixed-price contract for 46 M1070 Aeon for Egypt. In July 2017, and following a report to Congress in June 2017 under solicitation number W56HGV17R167, the U.S. Army released a sources sought market survey regarding the Heavy Equipment Transporter Urban Survivability Kit HUSK. In May 2013, an acquisition decision memorandum authorized the U.S. Army to develop and acquire armored replaceable cabs for the M1070 Aeon, this leading to the HUSK. Survivability features of the HUSK were to include energy attenuating seats, a floating floor, blast mitigating floor mats, and an automatic fire extinguishing system. HUSK armor and survivability testing occurred at Aberdeen Proving Ground during 2016, and a decision regarding government contract or contract with industry for the production award was then anticipated during FY 2018. As of late 2020, the HUSK was being produced by Rock Island Arsenal Joint Manufacturing and Technology Center. Numbers involved had not been disclosed. The 3-year Family of Heavy Tactical Vehicles FHTV-4 contract extension awarded to Oshkosh by the U.S. Army in May 2021 technically allows for the provision of new and recapitalized M1070 HET alongside HEMTs and PLS trucks and trailers. M1300. The M1300 is an M1070 Aeon revised for use within Europe by the U.S. Army. The need for the M1300 formally emerged after the U.S. Army Europe user issued an Operational Needs Statement ONS for the M1300 supplied transport capability, which Army headquarters had validated in April 2017. From that month through September 2017, the product manager for Heavy Tactical Vehicle developed multiple courses of actions that included the development and procurement of a new tractor, leasing tractors outside the U.S., or enhancing the current M1070 Aeon HET tractor fleet. In December 2017, the Army Requirements Oversight Council validated the requirement, and in January 2018 the service directed the procurement of 170 capability-enhanced M1070 Aeon HET tractors, these referred to as rebaselined and designated M1300. The M1300 requirement was driven by a need to transport heavier loads within Europe, while complying with European Union (EU) standards. Projected payloads for the M1300 and semi-trailer were stated to be a minimum of 82 tons and up to 90 tons, 74,389 to 81,647 kg, and to achieve this the tractor required some weight redistribution from the front axle and a new multi-axle semi-trailer. Oshkosh began working on the M1300 tractor in April 2018 and was scheduled to continue through April 2020. As Oshkosh is the sole developer of the M1070 Aeon and owns the Technical Data Package (TDP), it was, according to the Army, the only source possessing the requisite knowledge, facilities, tooling, and expertise to perform the capability enhancements required. Any other source, through a competitive procurement, to reverse engineer, test and evaluate, and then commence initial delivery would require a minimum of 27 months, therefore missing the timeline directive of the ONS. In May 2019, Oshkosh announced that the U.S. Army Tank Automotive and Armaments Command TACOM had awarded the company and partner, Broshuis BV, a contract to produce semi-trailers for the M1300. The contract, initially awarded at $13.3 million, has a maximum value of $109.8 million and calls for 170 semi-trailers to be delivered between fiscal years FY 2020 and 2021. The U.S. Army's selection came after 2 prototypes successfully completed a 3-month test and evaluation phase at Aberdeen Test Center in Maryland, U.S. Enhanced Heavy Equipment Transporter System (EHITS). The Enhanced Heavy Equipment Transporter System (EHITS) is considered the replacement for the M1070/M1070 AEON/M1300 in U.S. Army service. The U.S. Army announced in July 2016 that it wished to use FY 2016 funds to start an engineering study into an EHIT that would replace the M1070 AEON and M1000 semi-trailers. This study had previously been slated to commence in FY 2017. The intent was that the EHITs would comprise a tractor and semi-trailer to transport, recover, and evacuate a plus 80-ton 72,575 kg combat-loaded Moan Abrams and associated MATI-8 recovery system, which was anticipated to weigh more than 84,000 kg. The M1070 AEON and M1000 are technically unable to transport such loads. Under solicitation number W56HCV18R190, the U.S. Army issued a sources sought notice for EHITs on 4 September 2018. Under solicitation number W56HCV18R190, the U.S. Army on 13 September 2018 announced an EHITs Industry Day to be held on 10-11 October 2018. On 3 April 2020, the U.S. Army under Notice ID PAN to 20P07,236 announced an EHITs Contract Opportunity Request for Information RFI as a special notice. The purpose of the RFI is to assess the marketplace availability and industry capabilities for providing an EHITs trailer. The proposed EHITs trailer solution is to be a trailer capable of transporting a payload of both 85 tons and 82 tons while meeting European highway axle restrictions for road permits. The Army is interested in contracting directly with trailer manufacturers as the prime contractor. As of November 2020, the U.S. Army stated that it was working towards a future solicitation and intended to move forward with additional EHITs procurement beginning in FY 2022. The M1300/M1302 procurement for Europe covered in the previous subsection will fulfill a portion of the overall EHITs procurement. Technical description. The layout of the M1070 is conventional. The fully enclosed cab seats the driver, 1 crewman, and up to 4 passengers. The original cab complied with the U.S. Army's Long-Term Armor Strategy (LTAS) requirements of an A&B kit armoring philosophy. For the M1070 AEON, a May 2013 acquisition decision memorandum authorized the U.S. Army to develop and acquire armored replaceable cabs for the M1070 AEON, this leading to the husk. As of late 2020, the husk was being produced by Rock Island Arsenal Joint Manufacturing and Technology Center. Numbers involved had not been disclosed. Chassis of the M1070 is 356x89x9. 5 mm C-section channel frame constructed from SAE 1027 modified, heat-treated carbon manganese steel with a minimum yield strength of 758 MPa. This mounts a 3.5-inch fully floating Holland fifth wheel and 3 winches, 2 DP manufacturing 55K 24,947 kg capacity hydraulic winches with 51.8 m of 25 mm cable each, and a single DP manufacturing 3GN 1360 kg capacity auxiliary winch with 91.4 of 6 mm cable. The original M1070 is powered by a Detroit diesel 8V92 TA12, 6-liter diesel engine developing 500 HP at 2100 RPM and 1993 Nm torque at 1200 RPM. This is coupled to an Allison CLT 754 5-speed automatic transmission and Oshkosh 55,000 two-speed transfer case. The M1070 Aeon is powered by a Caterpillar C18 six-cylinder diesel developing 700 HP. On the Azero model, the front Rockwell steer drive axle has Hendrickson parabolic taper leaf springs. The rear Tridem unit is sprung by Hendrickson Turner air suspension. The rearmost axle is a steer drive unit. All axles are Rockwell SVI5 Mr. Hub reduction with differential locks. Steering is power assisted and has an auxiliary pump should the main pump fail. Mechanical linkage also provides operator control in event of hydraulic oil pressure loss. Rockwell Now Axle Tech S cam drum brakes are fitted. A CM Automotive Central Tire Inflation System CTIS is fitted. A run flat mode checks tire pressures regularly and inflates as needed to compensate for leaks. The Aeon model features uprated Axle Tech 5000 series axles, an anti-lock braking system with traction control, and a Dana central tire inflation system. Armor mode increases tire pressures to compensate for the added weight of the B-kit armor. The operator can manually increase or decrease differential locking based on conditions. The trailer used with the M1070 Azero and M1070 Aeon is the M1000. The M1000 was originally developed as a private venture by Southwest Mobile Systems, later Systems and Electronics Inc. SCI, now DRS Technologies, as a response to a possible U.S. Army requirement for transporting MON and MON Aeon MBT. A production order for 1066 M1000 units was placed by the U.S. Army in 1989. By July 2009, more than 2,600 M1000 trailers had been ordered. The M1000 has 40 wheels 215/75 R17, 5 tires across 5 axle lines, these with 2 half-width axles per line. Each axle has hydraulic pendular suspension providing a 254 mm stroke with lateral oscillation accommodating surface undulations. A hydraulic suspension system is also provided on the pivoting gooseneck to equalize fifth wheel loads. Weight of the M1000 is 22,882 kg. Payload according to the U.S. Army is 63,560 kg, although the manufacturer quotes 80,000 kg at reduced speeds. Overall length is 15. 8 m deck length is 10. 58 m deck width is 3. 5 m 3. 66 m for a wide deck version. The M1070 and M1000 are both air transportable by C-5 Galaxy or C-17 Globemaster Roman III aircraft. The trailer used within Europe with me, the M1300 is the M1301. This supplied by Broshuis BV of Holland. Oshkosh M1070F British Army. The M1070F replaced the Scamell Commander as the British Army tank transporter in 2001. Before the development of the M1070 Aeon for the U.S. Army, the more powerful M1070E model was developed as a possible technology insertion program TIP for the M1070 Azero fleet. The M1070 Aeon was offered to meet the British Army's requirement for a tank transporter but was not selected. The vehicle selected by the British Army is the 1070F model, a much revised M1070 Aeon. The UK fleet, which when delivered was made up of 92 tractor trucks, 89 King GTS 100/7 semi-trailers, and 3 true hitch recovery systems, were delivered as part of a private finance initiative PFI award to Fast Tracks in 2001 that included staff to operate the vehicles as sponsored reserves. The contract award included a 28-system option that was not exercised. Was disclosed in late 2009 that Broshuis of Holland had been selected to supply 20 heavy-duty 45,000 kg payload full-width 2-axle trailers for use with the 1070F in Afghanistan. The Oshkosh 1070F shares a common chassis and axle setup with the M1070A0 model, but the cab and all major driveline components have been substantially revised to meet both performance and legislative requirements. The driveline is similar to that fitted to the M1070 Aeon and consists of a Caterpillar C18 diesel engine developing 700 HP. Oshkosh Global HET. Oshkosh Defense unveiled the Global HET in 2008. The Global HET is similar in many ways to the M1070 Aeon, the main design difference being configuration. The Global HET has 3 axles. The M1070 Aeon has 4. Oshkosh disclosed an initial order from Al Jaber Group of the UAE for around 20 Global HET in February 2011. Global HET was selected to meet a requirement for a tractor unit to be used in conjunction with 70,000 kg semi-trailers mounting the locally developed Joberia Multiple Launch Rocket System MLRS. Gallery. Oshkosh M1070 Heavy Equipment Transporter and Derivatives. Operators. Egypt 249 M1070A0 delivered. Egypt is the largest export user of the M1070. The first 170 vehicles were all delivered by December 2004. They were delivered on a 1-for-1 basis with Oshkosh 635 NL 5-axle semi-trailers. Further orders have been placed, and by late 2009 around 249 systems had been ordered. An award for M1070 Aeon to Egypt is pending. Iraq 60 M1070A0 delivered. Iraq had received 60 M1070 with 635 NL semi-trailers by May 2011. Israel 37 M1000 delivered, ordered in July 2007, and thought to be used with MAN tractor units. Jordan 50 M1070A0 delivered. Jordan ordered 50 M1070 with 635 NL semi-trailers in 2003. These were delivered in 2004. Undisclosed quantity of M1070 Aeon ordered in March 2017 for delivery by December 2018. Morocco in July and August 2016 batches of 29 and 14 U.S. surplus M1070 were delivered to Morocco via the Excess Defense Articles EDA program, these following an initial 20 M1070s delivered in April 2015. Oman undisclosed quantity of M1070 Aeon ordered in March 2017 for delivery by December 2018. Saudi Arabia 50 M1070A0 delivered. Saudi Arabia was the first export customer for the M1070 with deliveries made during 1993. United Arab Emirates 20 EST. Global HET delivered in 2011. Oshkosh disclosed an order of undisclosed value from the UAE Al Jaber Group for about 20 Global HET. Global HET was selected as a tractor unit for use with 70,000 kg semi-trailers mounting the locally developed Joberia Multiple Launch Rocket System MLRS. United Kingdom 92 M1070F delivered. Deliveries were completed early 2004. Normally used with a King GTS 100/7 semi-trailer. Broshuis heavy-duty 45,000 kg payload full-width semi-trailers procured for deployed operations. United States 2488 M1070A0 delivered. Production commenced 1992 from. Deliveries ran until March 2003. 2488 M1070A0 were delivered along with more than 2,600 M1000 semi-trailers. Tractors and trailers have been rebuilt following extensive service, and at least 1009 tractors and more than 1,000 trailers have been returned to service in as new condition. United States 1591 M1070 Aeon Delivered fielding commenced in 2010 and deliveries concluded in December 2013. Taiwan 16 M1070 Aeon ordered in 2019. Television and film appearances. Major Movie Star 2008. Red Dawn 2012. Tank Overhaul 2006-2009. Gold Rush TV Series 2014-2019. Aussie Salvage Squad TV Series 2018.